Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate you for taking the time off your busy schedules to join us today. We hope you will find this session we have lined up for you to be fruitful and engaging. Today's session is a business presentation on the CashTelex ecosystem, and today's presenter is a very well-educated man with a bachelor's in IT. He is Captain Milbus, an investor in CashTelex, as well as the chief coordinator of the CashTelex team.
Yes.
I am very honored to be hosting him today, and I'm very excited for what he will share with us today. Captain Milbus, I pass the mic to you.
I'm privileged to be part of this CashTelex session today as a host. I thank Salma Abdul Rahman from Malaysia to introduce me to the platform and giving me chance to share with you this powerful project, beneficial project, a life-changing project to Africans first and to the worldwide as well. So we're here for tonight's presentation about CashTelex. Okay, we're here to talk about CashTelex in particular. And if you can see the screen, is why CashTelex. Why do we take time and talk about CashTelex? It is very known to the members, very known to the people, that when why is clear, then what becomes easy. Now we're talking about why. Why CashTelex? Let us go ahead. The reason why we talk about CashTelex, the first point is daily passive income. That's why we talk about CashTelex tonight. When we talk about daily passive income, this is the income which is earned by an individual, but not actively participating in that business, but is able to earn daily, which is a problem meant to Ugandans, meant to Africans. And that's why CashTelex is targeting Africans to have this daily passive income. In Uganda, in Africa, in Nigeria, in other countries in Africa, the person is only gets the money from that day. If it doesn't work on that particular day, it may not be able to earn a living. Another point why CashTelex, there's a point of school fees. We have very many children in Uganda, in Nigeria, in other African countries. They dropped out of school just because they don't have school fees. CashTelex is coming in to zip that gap, giving opportunity to every Ugandan child to access education through CashTelex, being empowered to all Africans. This is our time. Next, then you have the retirement plan. As why CashTelex? As why talk about CashTelex, the retirement plan. We have seen several people retire from their official jobs without anything. So CashTelex is giving you a plan to retire, but not being a beggar. You retire with your money, retire with your everything. And that's why we are here. So if you are planning to retire, you have a chance to join CashTelex in order to plan properly for your retirement. Another point, access to interest-free loans. This is a very big problem, more so in African banks, where everyone who needs to get loans is supposed to get low interest by default. So CashTelex is coming in to solve that issue. It is very possible for someone to get a loan without interest with CashTelex. And that's why we are talking about CashTelex right now. Another one, financial security and freedom. Financial security and freedom. CashTelex is assuring all his members, all the stakeholders, all the shareholders, that your shares, your money is actually secure more than you can think of, because security is based on blockchain, like I've been saying it several times. In blockchain, that is the layer in financial environment, where it gives our investors, our members, to be safe with their money. Then the freedom, you are free to use your money everywhere where you are, depending on what you want to use the money. So the freedom is given by CashTelex. However, some of the challenges we face, we don't have the freedom to use our money. CashTelex is coming in to give you chance to utilize your money accordingly. Next point, access to healthcare insurance. All shareholders of CashTelex, all members of CashTelex, you are safe in line of healthcare. That's why we are talking about CashTelex. CashTelex is giving health care insurance depending on the share you have. That means you'll be able to access and finalize with hospital bills and etc. using CashTelex. Another point is the accessibility of funds anywhere in the world. That means if you have CashTelex, if you have account with CashTelex, it automatically means you can access your money from anywhere in the world. If you have open account, if you have with CashTelex exchange, you'll be able to access your money when you are in Dubai, when you are in Saudi Arabia, when you are in Nigeria, and etc. So is the accessibility of your funds. It is provided by CashTelex. That's why we are saying, when why is clear, we talked about the school fees, talked about the daily income, talked about the retirement plan, the health insurance, then accessibility. That is where our line of emphasis is. If you among those, you having a chance to join right now the CashTelex, that you can have solve this listed problem. Yes. Next. What is CashTelex? When the why is clear now to everyone, now we need to ask ourselves, now, what is CashTelex, which is going to solve the previous issues we are having or we are facing right in Africa? CashTelex is a pan-African financial company running on blockchain that has tokenized its assets and afford them to the public for the purpose of uplifting its stakeholders. So CashTelex is a financial company built on blockchain, tokenized its assets to the public. That's why we are saying shares. So we are saying shares in form of tokens, in form of shares, with the aim of uplifting the stakeholders, with the aim of uplifting the shareholders, with the aim of uplifting African people through CashTelex in using the new technology, which is blockchain, providing the financial services to each and everyone. Within the next to 5 years, CashTelex is looking forward to uplifting at least 1 million households in Africa, being able to earn at least $10 daily as a passive income. Can you imagine receiving $10 daily as a passive income? Simply mean you are doing any other business. You are driving your border, driving your taxi, working in your office, working in your business. But because you have bought shares from CashTelex, you'll be able to earn at least the $10 in passive income. That $10 in passive income can actually give you the chance to afford food, clothing, decent accommodation, and medical care insurance, like we talked about it. So we are encouraging, we are calling upon every African people to join the CashTelex project, because it is here for Africa, by Africans, to uplift the lifestyle of African nation. Next, sometimes when we talk about CashTelex and financial services, we have what we know right now. We talk about M-Pesa, Safaricom. It is known to many of African people. Why? It transfers money from one place to another. Transfers money from one place to another. Transfers money from one place to another. And when they do the transfers, sending and receiving, they do charges. And that's how M-Pesa, Safaricom makes money. Then we can talk about MTN mobile money. How mobile money makes money? Because we talk about these ones, just because we are talking about CashTelex in line of financial company, providing the financial company. And this one, they have tried to provide transactions, dealing with money in this line. How mobile money makes money today? Remember when it was starting, and now get the picture of what is now going right away. Mobile money makes money through transactions only. When you are buying airtime, they charge you. When you are sending, they charge you. When you are receiving, when you are withdrawing, they charge you. When you are paying school fees, they charge you. And that's why I've seen the newspaper showing that mobile money in only transactions, it is able to at least to collect 560 billion Uganda shillings, UGX, daily, billions daily. Why? Very many people are using mobile money. Why? Because mobile money is the way they access their account. They access their money without even signing anywhere. You can have your money, you can receive your money, you can withdraw your money. Then these are other technologies coming in. We have the Jumia. Mainly, it is dealing with delivering items, delivering different items from either supermarket, from companies, from shop, anywhere. But mainly here in Uganda, we usually use Jumia, buying online, the e-commerce platform. And that's where our concentration with CashTelex is. However, we are targeting the global market. We are targeting the global market. Now, you know, we have what we call payway, which was used to pay for TV, pay for internet, for water and other utilities. Then you have what we call Gigi. Gigi is the Ugandan company, which is on global scale as an e-commerce platform. Then I have the DSTV. How does it make money? Through charges. If you are to access the DSTV, you have to pay. Then you have the border, you know, those living in Uganda. You have Uber. We have the what we call now the robot, Sophia the robot. Today, in our new trend of technology, Now the robot can easily go to shop and buy and shop and even be able to monitor our homes using the robots. Right now, they are happening. Now, we are talking about now blockchain technology as a new trend in line of security. CashTelex is coming in, utilizing the technology of blockchain. And then CashTelex in particular, building a new future for Africa. When you talk about all those technologies, they are known to at least some of you on the platform. Now, we are coming with CashTelex with things different from what we know. We talk about mobile money, CashTelex is talking about global mobile money, using mobile money on a global scale. If someone who is using mobile money in Uganda in particular can be able to collect the transaction fee of 560 billion a day, what about when we go ahead with CashTelex going to use the same platform but on global scale? I don't want to say amount that can be corrected, but you can agree with me not be like that covering only Uganda. Then talk about why we talk about the issue of where does CashTelex get money to share to the investors. Now, this is where our emphasis are. If you talk about CashTelex being able to provide the $10 to the investors daily as a passive income, where is that money coming from? Where is that money coming from? That shows the trend of the value of the shares. For example, you buy the shares today at, for example, at 20,000 a share. That means the trend will keep increasing in value. Now, that's where CashTelex ecosystem looks like. I can see Mubiru Musa raising the hand. I don't know what is the problem, whether I'm not audible or there is another issue, because according to my host, he said any issue will be handled later after the presentation. Thank you so much. Then our ecosystem is clear, and this is where our emphasis are, and this is where the money we are talking about to share, the dividends we are talking about to share with the investors are collected from. Our first thing, we are having the CashTelex exchange. CashTelex exchange. We call it CashTelex money-making machine because it controls all other mobile money finance services we are going to talk about. They are all combined and upholded in CashTelex exchange. Then you have what you call CashTelex City and real estate. Remember, the company you're talking about, it has assets, which is backing the company in line of currency. Among among the assets which are combined, which are backing up our coin is the real estate. In that line, we call them CashTelex cities, which are going to be built all over Africa, starting with Uganda in particular soon. Then the money remittances, sending and receiving from abroad. That's why we encourage people. We remind our people go, for example, those are going in Dubai, they go to Saudi Arabia, they go to different countries. When they work from that side, they tend to send money to their home countries. They are using different companies to send. CashTelex is coming in to be used by those people. Remember, we have a very big number which uses sending money and receiving in different countries, but many coming from Africa. However, there are others coming from different countries. For this case, we are looking at money remittances. When you send, they charge you. When they receive, they charge you. When you withdraw, they charge you. That's where CashTelex is also concentrating. But the charges will be minimal depending on what is going on right now. Assuming if you are going to download, if you are going to send money right away from here, you are sending that money, for example, to Malaysia, for example, to Nigeria. If you are sending, for example, 1 million Uganda shillings, for example, when they charge you only 500,000, will not be good for others. And how much do they send? That means CashTelex is looking at the way how it can minimize the costs of sending and receiving and withdrawing. If they are charging 5,000 for withdrawing the 1 million, then CashTelex comes in to only charge 500 to withdraw 1 million. That's where CashTelex is targeting. And that's why we are coming up with CashTelex and encouraging people to buy. Please, ladies and gentlemen, listening to me right now, I call upon everyone to use this opportunity of CashTelex at this early stage, when the shares are still cheap. Then another one, number 4, you have CashTelex gold shops, because the gold shops and the CashTelex city and the real estate, those are the assets going to back up our CTLX. Then I have CashTelex mobile wallet. CashTelex mobile wallet is going to be used as sending and receiving application, which is going to be only and only downloaded on your machine, downloaded on your smartphone. I'm very sure today we have a very big percentage people using smartphones. Now we are making your smartphone to be working for you while you are doing other businesses. You buy fuel from the petrol station, you can use the mobile wallet. You buy items from the supermarket, you can use the mobile wallet, and etc. Then the trading options. Then you have CashTelex Go, the online market, the online e-commerce platform like GG. People are buying now from CashTelex Go in all African countries, in other countries abroad. They will be able to access the market and buy, and then they'll also be able to deliver what they have ordered from different countries, from different areas where you are, and they will be delivered to you. All those ones will be collecting money into our ecosystem, and this is where the money is going to come from to be able to share to our investors. Please buy now, not even tomorrow. Thank you so much. I've been talking about the exchange. This is the exchange we are talking about. You can buy, you can sell, and etc. When you buy, they charge you. When you sell, they charge you as well. We talk about the CashTelex city. This is the city we are talking about, which is going to have 374 units. So it is a village with everything. We shall be having different schools, supermarkets, hospitals, swimming pool, fields for example, football and etc. Different pitches for different games. So it will be a very big city. That's why we are starting with Uganda to build CashTelex city and to be the role model to other African countries and other African countries. Then have the gold stores, like we talked about it in our ecosystem. Then have the benefits. Benefits, the one all people from all walks of life are encouraged to make their investment today, not even tomorrow. Why? The chance might go without getting it. encourage a minimum of investment of UGX 100,000. Just in a previous presentation, we were talking about the 200,000. Now we are having a chance of using only $30 to buy shares. How can you fail to get a chance to buy now when we are just using $30 for this case? I call upon F1, ladies and gentlemen, to buy yourself a share from this powerful project to uplift your life in line of school fees, line of passive income, line of retirement plan, and others. The investment is to buy shares from the from the company, to be the owners of the company. That means you are a shareholder. You can as well share the profits of the company after working on all those services we have been talking about in our previous slides. Then dividends. When you talk about dividends, it simply means money. Simply means profits done by the company from the previous services talked about in our ecosystem. So we talk about dividends, that means we are talking about dividing the profits to the investors and the company. The ratio is 20 to 80%. The 20 is given to the company itself for running its activities. Then the 80% is given to the shareholders and divided among them depending on the shares they have in the company. Getting up to 40% discount when you buy items on CashTelex Go using CTLX. This is powerful. That means if you buy today the CTLX, we'll be able to buy the border from the CashTelex Go. You'll be able to buy the car on CashTelex Go. We'll be able to buy different items. We'll be able to buy fuel from different petrol stations, but on the percent on discount of 40%. You can see when we are using the CashTelex Go, you can see when you are buying, shopping, using the CashTelex Go, using your phone, we'll be able to do that. Yes, these are the CTLX coin are talking about. The first asset-backed native coin is CashTelex. Invest now. Invest now. I call upon everyone who's listening to me right now. If you want to use this opportunity, we're using it today because we talked about why CashTelex, the why was clear. So you who is listening, please, you can help your kid. You can help your daughter. You can help your loved one. You can help your neighbor. You can help your friend. You can help your family to encourage them to buy now, because this is the opportunity they have to get a cheaper price using the exchange. That's why today many people are using the phone to do many transactions, including the school fees. People are no longer going to banks in the lines. They are using their smartphone. CashTelex is utilizing your phone as well. All these activities are talking about, they are going to be on your smartphone you're holding in your hands. Now we have the CashTelex wallet we are talking about. We are using the CashTelex wallet for shopping. We're using the CashTelex wallet to do each and everything in line of spending. The usability. That's why CashTelex Academy started the trainings of teaching the CashTelex community how to use the following services using our smartphones, using our laptops, or using our desktop, all tabs, so long as you can access the internet. Yes, this is the projection. If you buy shares right now, for example, talked about the 5-year plan. Now, if you buy, for example, you have 100 shares, the value can increase in only 1 year You used, for example, $60, or you have used 200,000 UBX. At the end of the year, that money will be worth 1,850,000. Can you imagine? What business can you do without giving it the full time, but you are giving it partial time? Because CashTelex, you are buying shares, but not being involved in each and everything is going on. But you will be receiving depending on the shares you have. Now that's the first year. Look at the second year, same, because this is the increase in value you're talking about in particular. Not even talking about the dividends you're going to use, the dividends you're going to get from your shares, but you're talking about the value of the share increasing. Like the land, you buy the land, 100 to 100, but the value will increase. However, the land will not be expanding, remain the same, but the value will be increasing. This is the same. You have the same shares, but every year the value increase. Now we are talking about the 3 million in the second year. We talk about the 5 million in the third year. Now you can see the 50th year. This is just a projection. What will happen? And you're looking at we are getting this projection at a very low estimation. How to take part? How can you join CashTelex immediately after this presentation? Because that's why we are here, to call you, ladies and gentlemen. You call upon your family if you have chance. If you have a friend, if you have your border guy, if you have your someone who's working, have a teacher, this is the right time for you to join. Yes, have national ID. If you want to be part of this, you can use your national ID, driving permit, or passport. Open up the account with CashTelex. Or secondly, you need to have the functional email address. I've seen several people coming up with their email address, but they don't know their password. That password is null and void. You don't allow that one. You need the email address functioning, and you have all the credentials about it. The third one, your investment. How much are you going to start with? You have seen our previous slides, talked about the $30, the $60, $100, depending on what you can start with, your investment. Remember, the investment, the more return, and vice versa. The smaller the investment, the smaller the returns, obviously. Then the smartphone has an added advantage. If you have a smartphone, when you are joining CashTelex, comes easy for you to know each and everything. However, if you don't have it, like I've been opening for those, for the kids, for what and what, they will be able to get their credentials when they get the smartphone and start utilizing the smartphone. Thank you so much for listening to me. I remain Captain Milbas, Chief CashTelex Coordinator, Africa. I want to end this session by providing you the telephone number. You can share, you can call, or you can join our official Telegram channel for more clarification. Allow me to hand over the microphone to my host, none other than Salma Abdurrahman from Malaysia. Please, you have the floor. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for the powerful presentation, Captain Milbas. It was a great learning experience. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our session. Thank you all for attending, and have a good night.